Hello viewers, welcome to the Editorial Analysis by Drishti IAS. In this section, we regularly take editorials from various newspapers and news portals for a better understanding of various issues happening in India and around the globe. In this section, we first try to link the editorial with our UPSC syllabus, then we go analytical in order to understand some key points and at last some important concepts. Dear viewers, we truly hope that you like this initiative taken by Drishti IAS and your feedbacks are important for us. So kindly feel free to give your important feedbacks in the comment section. So without any further delay, let's commence our session.
Dear viewer, this video is available in Hindi as well. If you wish to watch it, please visit our Hindi YouTube channel, Drishti IAS. For your convenience, the link for this video in Hindi has been provided in the description below.
Today's editorial is taken from Hindustan Times and the title of today's editorial is The Significance of Malabar Exercise. If we try to summarize today's editorial, we can say that a consensus has developed among every liberal democracy which says that China in future is a threat to all political systems. If we try to link today's editorial with our UPSC syllabus, we can link it with paper 2, primarily with sections including polity, governance, constitution, international relations, etc. Some key points of today's editorial. Now, Australia is set to join the Malabar naval exercise, finally making it a drill which will see the participation of all other Quad countries. Now, we know that India has invited Australia for its annual naval maritime exercise along with two other nations, that is Japan and America. The exercise is known as the Malabar exercise. So India has invited Australia to participate in that naval maritime exercise. Now here we have a mention of Quad nations. So Quad countries, basically Quad is a group of 4 countries and it means quadrilateral security dialogue. Now it is an informal strategic dialogue between 4 countries which are India, US, Japan and Australia. Now, if Australia participates in the Malabar naval exercises, so we can say that all the Quad nations are together participating in this maritime exercise. Now, the objective of the Quad is to ensure and support a free, open and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. It is to be noted that primarily the focus is on the Indo-Pacific region. Okay. Now, if you see what exactly the Malabar naval exercise is, so this year it will be the 24th edition of the Malabar naval exercise, 24th edition. Now, this exercise began in the year 1992 and initially it was between only India and the United States of America. However, from 2006, Japan was also invited and since then it became a trilateral maritime exercise. Now, other than the Malabar naval exercise, there are various other naval exercises which take place between these countries. For example, between India and Japan, there are many maritime exercises. The important ones are GMEX, the other one is Shin-Yu Maitri, and one more is Dharmagarjian. Similarly, with India and US, there is one naval exercise which is Yuddha Abhyas. Also between India and Australia, there is one naval exercise which is known as PASEX. Very important. So India individually with these countries perform these exercises. However, all these 4 countries, when they will come together and perform in the Malabar naval exercise, it will be for the first time. Okay, so while this was expected, especially after a sharp dip in China-Australian ties and a greater degree of convergence between all the 4 Quad countries on the need to signal determination against any Chinese attempt to impose its hegemony, it is a testament to how quickly the international order is evolving. Now, it is to be noted that people actually started expecting this move when the relations between China and Australia, they started taking a dip. And after a greater convergence since 2017 between the members of Quad nation, that is India, Japan, United States of America and Australia, it was seen that at one point in the future, these countries jointly will go for such an exercise. However, in the beginning of this month, on October 6th, the foreign ministers of the Quad nations, they met together in Tokyo, and the issues based on Indo and Pacific region were discussed. So it was quite expected that Australia will definitely soon join this naval exercise. Also, it can be seen that now there is an international order which is evolving against China and its attempt to take control of the entire Indo-Pacific region. Now, what exactly is the cause? There is a consensus among every major liberal democracy in the world that China is a threat to the political systems, open societies, economic self-reliance, and a rule-based regime, particularly in the international seas. Now, all the countries, all the liberal democracies across the world, they have actually started making this common opinion about China, that China in future is definitely a threat to political systems, chosen democracies, open societies, etc. India has traditionally sought to hedge its bet in the larger geopolitics, but it does not have the luxury to do so anymore because of its geography. Now, India has quite a few times tried to make its presence, tried to make its importance in the international arena. But however, there are several limitations which India has faced continuously. The fact that India today faces Chinese aggression makes it incumbent on New Delhi to explore and deepen every international alliance which can serve as a source of symbolic and substantive support, including in the maritime domain where China has obvious vulnerabilities. Now, like we know, that China is trying to put a tremendous pressure on India. So, India is now looking and is exploring every possible international alliance which it can do. Every alliance which can serve a symbolic as well as a substantive support to India against China. And India's primary focus is in that region where there are several disputes between China and other countries such as Vietnam, Philippines, etc. So India is actually trying to seek an alliance with these countries as well, so that these regions are actually the ones where India can definitely keep a tap on China. Now, the future ahead. There is a view that cementing the Quad, including through naval exercises, will alienate China even more and make reconciliation difficult. However, it can be said that with such events taking place between the Quad nations, it is more likely that China will definitely have its own opinion over these exercises, and also China will actually see this entire event as a threat. So we can obviously say that the chances of reconciliation will be quite difficult between China and these countries. India's experience shows that Beijing tends to respect power and strength. It is not a coincidence that as India-US ties improved in mid-2000, China was better behaved. Now, it should be noted that China has this tendency that it respects power and strength. That means anyone who is equally powerful or more powerful than China, China stopped playing its tactics and tricks. We have seen the same in the mid-2000s when the ties between India and United States of America were improving. At that point of time, China was very well behaved, was very well mannered. It is only with economic strength and partnership such as the one that will be manifested in the Malabar exercise that India can broaden its option with China. Now, it is to be noted that, only economic strength is required. We have to be economically very powerful. If India is seeking all the economic strength and partnerships, whether they are economic partnerships, whether they are military partnerships, these are the major options through which India can definitely make its option bigger, make its option larger against China. Now, if India has a better economic strength, if India has a better military alliance or military strength, definitely China will be worried and India can manage the situation as India wants to. The road to peace in the mountain may lie through the sea. So this is what is being said here. Like the road to peace in the mountains, because mountains here, if I'm talking about the reference of the mountains, we are talking about the Ladakh region, the Arunachal Pradesh region, where there is a dispute between India and China. Now, it has been said that the dispute in the mountains can be solved through the seas. That means such exercises will definitely put a pressure on China, and China will definitely try to seek some kind of talks with India in order to solve all the problems, all the troubles that are going on. India sends Australia a Malabar invite that will give Quad a huge upgrade. Now, as India has invited Australia for the Malabar naval maritime exercises, that means Quad will have even more significance now. And China has itself to blame for strong Quad. And like we all know, this Quad was actually formed because of all the wrong steps, because of all the ill steps that China has taken against Japan, India, etc. Now, if only one person who is to be blamed for making this Quad nations this strong is only and only China. So, this was with today's editorial. Now, some questions related to today's editorial. Number one, the questions based on mains examination could be like: the joint military exercises come up with their own benefits and pitfalls. Examine the significance with respect to India. Now, some of the questions that could be based on prelims, they can ask you about the Malabar naval exercise, when it got started, who were the initial members, when did Japan join, okay? And they can also ask you about other naval based exercises, some of the examples which I have given you, PASIX between India and Australia, okay? Now, similar such exercises can be asked. Also, they can ask you about the coordination members, who are the members, right? When exactly it was formed, when was the first time Quad was proposed. So you can have such questions. So students, this was with today's editorial. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.